We're currently facing one of the worst water contamination crises in central Appalachia, largely because of the impact of fossil fuel industry.
The health crisis, we've got a water crisis, we've got a poverty crisis.
We buy bottled gallons of water to do our cooking and to make coffee. We do not even give our animals our well water.
This came out of Diane's bathroom sink today. First thing this morning. That came out of her kitchen faucet. And that's as clear as her water ever looks.
Southern West Virginia has been plagued by a water crisis for decades.
People of communities like Bradshaw and Oceana turn on their kitchen sinks and their bathtubs and their washing machines and only have them to fill up with brown, rancid smelling water. This is not a coffee maker, this is a washing machine.
Imagine, if you can, cleaning up from all this flood mud and catastrophic flooding, and you can't shower in the day without it burning your skin.
I went to McDowell County, West Virginia, to speak with some of the people working to find solutions.
My daddy was a miner, and I'm a miner's son. We'll be with you, fellow workers, till every battle's won. Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
I think it was in like 2019, there was several strip mines across the road from where we live, and our water started getting rust colored.
In Gary, West Virginia, you've got 468 impacted homes. Anawalt is 130 impacted homes, and Lackey's got 60 impacted homes. Each of them are struggling with water outages, water treatment issues. My understanding is the source for those systems is an abandoned mine.
We know that coal mining can affect water chemistry by moving dissolved materials downstream. Those can be heavy metals, those can be selenium, sulfates, and other materials. We know that surface mining can change the timing and the magnitude of flows, which has implications for drought and flood risk downstream.
The southern end of the county is still lagging behind the Welch area as far as recovery from the February flooding. I mean, there are a lot of people that are still struggling over this way.
We have effects from mining, we have water infrastructure issues, we have flooding risks and impacts that are present across the region. And so, this is a very difficult and complex, tangled web of issues.
Because of the influx of American Rescue Plan Act funding, West Virginia created the Economic Enhancement Grant Fund in 2022 to direct $250 million in federal funding to support water and wastewater infrastructure upgrades and projects to enhance economic development and/or tourism. But the funding was unevenly distributed, favoring renovation projects for college stadiums and performing arts centers in larger cities over desperately needed water system upgrades in rural communities. So in 2025, many West Virginia counties hoping to fix their water systems are seeking help from state revolving funds, or SRFs. SRFs provide low-interest loans for state infrastructure projects. But here's the problem. The SRF loans for drinking water projects only cover a portion of the total associated costs. So if communities can't come up with the rest of the money, they won't get the loan. Here's where this causes breakdowns. The town of Gary in McDowell County ranks number 3 in the state's list of top priority communities for water system upgrades in the fiscal year 2026. But because the town is unable to finance the remaining costs of upgrades, it will likely be passed up for the SRF loan. It gets worse. The Trump administration has proposed slashing the budget for clean water and drinking water SRFs by 89% for fiscal year 2026. If federal grants to SRF were to halt, countless underserved communities would face even greater obstacles to accessing safe drinking water.
We might be able to start doing some activated charcoal. One of the main ingredients in water filtration devices. It's also really helpful to ingest immediately after a drug overdose. Two issues that are super relevant in Central Appalachia. So if we can help folks create their own filtration devices and drug overdose treatments using all the wood waste and other crap that logging companies have left behind, be awful poetic. This is just a little retort kiln I made from cinder blocks. A lot of people don't realize how easy it is to make charcoal. Let's see. So you're essentially trying to create as hot an enclosed environment as possible to deprive your wood of oxygen so that you're just left with the black charcoal. I'll lift this up, and looks like there's a bunch of charcoal in here. This is exactly what good lump charcoal looks like. If you think about how easy this could be to create local small business opportunities, I mean, you see all this here. This is just a one tiny fraction of wood waste left behind by this logging company. There's probably well over 1,000 other piles just like this on this specific patch of property. All you need to do is put it in a little brick oven and light it on fire, and you have product that you can sell to people.
So these are hydro panels. They basically turn compressed air into water. There's a fan in there that is blowing the water through a hose, and that hose is buried and it goes into this building. There's a filtration system in this building, as well as a tank to store the water in. So you see the filtration system. There's a tank over here. With this particular system, when you talk about flood mitigation and some of the issues related to water, from a crisis management standpoint, we feel like this system would be perfect for communities here in the event that their water supply is compromised. These systems can be put in place and produce quite a bit of water too, especially if you're getting good sunlight.
We can't wait for government or anyone to come and rescue us. The communities need to take their power, and they can do so with monitoring water quality. There are ways to do this. We're trying to support communities in Wyoming County, for example, to look at conductivity. Conductivity is an important measure of the amount of dissolved material in water. So it can tell us how much potential mining contamination is in a place or not.
Meanwhile, Reverends Brad Davis and Caitlin Ware have created a local faith collective from the ground up to fight hard for real solutions.
Hey everyone, I'm here at New Vision Depot, and I'm standing with the new 550-gallon water trailer that's going to be going to Wyoming County in a couple weeks.
Here with the water trailer in Gary at Gary Fire Department, wrapping up today's water distribution here, preparing for one tomorrow at Jenkins Jones.
You have 4 fill stations where people can fill up their jugs at a time.
One of our hoses connected to one of the spigots. Just hook the hose up just like an outdoor spigot on your home and turn it on, and then
pull it on a trailer. It has an electric pump on it, and it gets filled at a local water department. West Virginia United Methodist Church disaster response team is getting it permitted and licensed and ready to go with the health department.
Though residents and local organizations have made heroic efforts to solve the problem, support at the state and federal level is urgently needed to protect the health and safety of affected communities.
We need to make sure our funding is reflective of communities' needs and accessible to the communities that need them most. And from a larger policy and funding standpoint, I think what we really need is long-term investment in clean water infrastructure, especially in small rural systems.
There are many good examples of acid mine drainage treatment, especially in the northern part of the state, that allow for the mitigation of acidity through applications of lime. it basically neutralizes that sulfuric acid. However, those projects, although they're extremely important, they're not easy, they're not cheap, and they take eternal vigilance, and it takes investment.
We are asking for federal funding for water infrastructure. We are asking for a state of emergency to be declared by Governor Morrissey, bring water trailers down to the southern coal fields until water infrastructure is repaired and upgraded. And we are also asking for your support to highlight our work from below, rising together for Coalfield justice.
Show the lawmakers, show them this, and ask them, would you drink this? Would you bathe in this? Would you wash dishes with this or wash your clothes with this?
I remember saying to Brad, like the first time that I had visited McDowell, I was like, all I can see is potential. I mean, all I see everywhere is potential. It's a beautiful area. I mean, the hills, the people, the land is gorgeous. And I think there is a lot of good, positive hope for McDowell.
What we know is that clean, reliable water not only supports public health, which is the priority, but also it can support small businesses, local agriculture. And we've also seen initiatives in Southern West Virginia like 12 Pole Rising and Friends of the Tug Fork demonstrate how investing in clean water and community restoration can attract new economic opportunities.
The people here built this country on the sweat of their own backs. They deserve to have clean drinking water. Clean water is a gift from God, and all people are made in the image of God and therefore deserve to have access to clean water.